For those of you who have never dealt with an after party before, welcome to the after party. I like after parties. Export. Save. Give me a second as I save the show. Because if you don't save the show, you won't hear it later. And that would be bad. That would be really bad. All right. So one of the reasons why I thought I'd go ahead and do a little bit of an after party is that I actually got pinged on the side a couple times from a couple different people. Mainly asking about, some of the things that are going on with the storm and stuff like that. And we purposely stayed away from the conversation tonight just because, let's see, sorry, I'm reading some of the comments. So, it's one of those cases where, we didn't talk about it. We didn't talk about it too much, mainly because, let's face it, it'll be old news in 48 hours, except for the aftermath and cleanup. So it's just one of those things. In fact, I want to go ahead, Chris. I know you're watching. Let me know if you want to just give a quick 5-minute update from ground zero out there a little bit. I'll have you call in like we did last time. Let me know what you think about that. I am glad that Dorian is going to be as bad against Florida as possible, though I will say that my thoughts and prayers are with those that have been devastated by it. Let's see, St. Petersburg to Disney. I've done it. It's less than an hour and a half. So, because I've driven in to Disney from both Tampa and St. Petersburg airports. So, there's Castaway Key, I'm sure is people have been saying different things about it. It's my understanding that they mainly got hit. As more of a tropical storm forces than hurricane forces. And those that actually live on the island actually have a special shelter that's rated up, category 5 and above. So I'm sure we'll hear more about it. Usually what Disney has done in the past is that they'll assess the safety situation and making sure that the island is in solid condition before they let any guests off. That means Disney cruises that actually are scheduled to go to Castaway Key may actually have that portion canceled and end up going to a day at sea. That's what happened with me in Hurricane Jean. So it's just something to take in consideration. Rudy's out flying a kite. Sounds like a plan. Well, Chris, I was actually saying if you wanted to give a call right here, just right here, right now, just really quick. But yeah, and I heard the same thing from Trish. Fared fine. They have to go through their usual checks though. So, to tell you the truth, Gordon, if your overall net cost, you have to make sure that you account for your flight difference plus a rental car plus possibly parking plus fuel, and I think there's even some tolls. If it's still under $600 from there, something to take into consideration. Don't forget, you can actually do a one-way rental in Florida without additional charges. So if you wanted to just get a car, rent it, drop it off, especially if you get from Alamo, I believe, or Enterprise, I can't remember which one it is on site. They'll take you back to the hotel and stuff like that. You just do it for a day. Then rent another car for your return trip. So, think about it. Yeah, I've done it. And yeah, I saved a lot of money. In fact, one time I couldn't get freaking flyer trips into Orlando, but I did into Tampa. So I didn't pay for a flight at all. So went ahead and rented a car. That was actually before Disney's Magical Express too. So it was one of those things. No worries, Chris. No worries at all. Yeah, so 1 day rental. Not Rudy, you just stuck around for the next couple of days. That was a good deal. I can deal with that. Let's see. Christine's saying it just started raining a little while ago. I saw a live stream from the Disney Nerds podcast, and it just started torrential pouring there. I believe that old Key West. So yeah, it's just really pretty intense. Margie, you're going to be at the meet. Great. If you could fill out that form for me, go out and take a look at it. I'd really greatly appreciate it. Just click on the link and just fill it out for me. I would really super duper appreciate it. I got to get a count for who else is going to be there. Otherwise, I may not necessarily have enough for everybody. I'm actually buying something specific for some of the listeners that actually reserve things. How long has MEB going? MEB. Kevin, help me out. What's the acronym? I appreciate that. You want some swag. You think you're going to get some swag, Jess? Of course you're going to get some swag. Not only does Jess get swag, but Jess and Nick get the room with me while we're out there. That's going to be awesome. Magical Express bus. Oh, okay. How long has it been going? It's been going on for probably about 10 years now, at least. As Rudy said, parks are going to be open tomorrow. I'm just going to have to, plan for it. You're probably going to get more tropical storm-ish type rains and wind than anything else. It's probably, unless for some reason something silly happens with that storm, which they're really not predicting, it's actually going to be pretty good. But yeah, the parks are going to be open tomorrow. But yeah, it really wouldn't. It's really not going to be a big deal. It'll be a big deal. Don't get me wrong. Don't downplay any kind of a storm of this magnitude. But it's not going to be anywhere near the level of what's going on. Disney is going to be taking precautions in order to make sure that everybody's safe. That's the biggest thing. So if something is closed because of it, you got to use, if you're at the parks, just do use some patience and understanding. But yeah. Now I see people saying, send me swag. Now you guys got to do something for it. Okay. I'm not like Rudy to just give stuff away. Heck, we've got stuff given. We're giving away a lot of stuff. But you guys got to work for it a little bit. Hey, we've got a magic band on the line, a limited edition magic band on the line. But you got to go out and do something like, I think Chris said is like, go follow us over on Instagram. Once we hit 1,000 on Instagram, it basically gets given away. So, my Disney bag kite before I leave. Michelle, I send swag out occasionally, at random for people. I don't have any of it here yet. It's all on order right now. I have been an ordering fool, trying to get ready for the indie meet. What I don't use for the indie meet, as well as the food and wine trip, I will most likely give away. So just hang in there. But we do actually ask people to do something small for it. We really appreciate that. Give to Give Kids World for swag. Well, Chris, we actually have done. We do that. We will probably be doing some more things along those lines in the next week or so. I got something in mind, and I'm waiting until I get my first shipment in. because I want to basically, here's what I want to do. I've got, and it really depends on how it turns out. I've got something that for those people at the meet are going to be able to enter a chance to win something that's worth almost $100. And if it turns out the way I'm hoping it is, it's going to be absolutely stunning. And if it turns out the way I think it's going to turn out, I'm going to probably do the same. And I would probably say all it would take would be, I would say, a $10 donation to Give Kids the World. $10 donation to Give Kids the World from our site, and you're going to be entered in for a contest for something that's worth $100. So, but yeah, come on, Sandra, 3.5 hours to drive to Indy. Come on, you can do that. That's not a big deal. I'm 2.5 hours. Jess is 5.5 hours. She's already doing that. And if I give stickers out, I don't put stickers on my car. I put them on the window, and they're tasteful. I even got one on my window of my pickup truck, which is a vintage classic. So you're almost 6 hours. That's right, Jess. So yeah, Jess is driving down for 6 hours. I think it's gonna be worth it. They've got such a good thing going. But so yeah, I mean, it's one of those cases where if people would want, I mean, would you guys be interested in doing a drawing like that? $10 donation, enter into a really cool drawing for something that's really nice and worth about $100. Would you guys be interested in something like that? Let me know below. Seriously, $10. You guys spend more than that on Starbucks. Cool. I see a couple of yeses so far. So, I mean, because I'll put it to this way: we don't. How do I put this? Danny and I, as well as the rest of the Behind the Ears podcast crew, we truly believe in what Give Kids the World does. Yeah, sure, we're trying to raise money. And that is really the main thing. It's for the kids. We're not trying to do it to gain popularity or anything like that. We're doing it because we care. And that is the honest to goodness truth. I'm not the kind of person that's going to tell you something that's not in my heart. I am an honest person. And it's something that we really feel this is our cause. You know, the cause that we chose and we want to be a part of. So to say that sort of thing and challenge you guys to, you know, here, I'm willing to put in my own money for something that's really cool. And, you know, it'd be great if I was able to have another couple $100 go into the bucket, so to speak, to give Kids the World by the time we get to Indy in a couple weeks. It'd be great. $10. The $10 thing. Laura, send me an email to start that conversation, just to let you know. You know, Sandra, there are a lot of people that there are a lot of people there that are in similar situations, just to let you know. And they bring whatever assists, so to speak, that they need is an accessible location. So I just want to let you know. But I understand. Not knowing everybody's situation, of course, I'm going to try to encourage you to go. We know that we've got some really. We know that there's a lot of things going on, and I know everybody's always asking for money and this, that, and the other. We don't ask anybody to buy swag or anything from us. We don't live off of that. That's why we have our corporate sponsors, which we are so grateful to. We are so sincerely thankful to Expedition Roasters and to Kingdom Strollers, two great companies that we really truly believe in. And it's one of those cases where we don't rely on swag. Those two companies are able to pay for our operating expenses, and there are operating expenses. I've talked about that before. So we can focus on having fun with the show, having fun with you guys. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give away some swag. I'm going to do one of these. I'm going to give away some swag when I come back from the Indie Disney meeting and the Food and Wine Fest. I'm going to give away pieces of swag that I have left because I don't want to keep it around my house. How's that? Probably be some buttons, probably some car decals. Who knows what else? I know we ran out of some things last year, but we'll definitely keep it in mind. So for those of you who ask, hey, I want swag, you know what? I'm going to try to do what I can for you. Does that work for you? Maybe some swag with a donation. I'll send you both. You get a little bit of swag for your donation and you get an entry into something cool. How's that sound? Does that sound cool to you guys? Let me know. So let's see. Everybody, just to let you know, Princess Kinsley will be at the Indie Disney meeting. She's going to steal the stage from me. So just want to let you know, I'm already very well aware of that cutie pie. Yeah. So, Kevin, you got something really cool for the auction next year. That is absolutely fabulous. And we're going to probably do it again last year, also in May. We're going to do it differently next year because there were some things that kind of got goofed up. And we apologize to everybody it impacted. And it was a big mistake that caused delays for about 6 or 7 items from people. It was a comedy of errors, and it was really nobody's fault, but it was still an error. And probably have everybody just, if they wanted to donate things, it's great. We had such an amazing turnout of things for an auction, but we're probably not going to do an auction next year, but we're going to probably do it like we did the year before, where your donation of a certain amount will get you an entry into certain things. Let's see, Scott, you want a car sticker. Okay, Randy, I make car stickers into a refrigerator magnet. Randy, I've got a really good supplier that does that for me. And they do that for me. And the nice part is that it's even to the point where you can actually stick it on the back of your car, and as long as it doesn't get stolen, it shouldn't wear off. But I have some of those myself, because we also for like our stickers and stuff like that, we prototype them. And the reason why we do that is because we make sure that they last a while on the back of your car. For example, there was one company I bought a bumper sticker from. Lasted great for a year. Then after the past year, it's horrible. I'm actually going to have to be taking it off and replacing it. The one that's on the back of my wife's truck, it's been on there since we bought the truck a year and a half ago, and it has not changed one shade of color. So yeah, we test things out just to make sure that whatever we give to people is really going to last. So, John, $10 donation, the chance to win a prize, and an autograph photo of Chris and Danny. Wow, that actually would be kind of cool. Oh, Jess, yeah, thanks. Jess, do you have the Toy Story one, the die cut one, or do you have the round one? Like, I can't remember which one I had you prototype for me. because I know I gave you a couple of them, and Jess's winters are just as bad as, well, they're probably actually a little bit more harsh than mine. So I had her tested. Chris tested ours out for the Florida, which I know also Alex has one of them, and he says it's really doing great in the Florida sun. So yeah, we'll have to figure that out. Let's see. Let me see. I'm trying to find it. I thought I had one here. Wait. My desk is a mess. Let's just face it. It's really a mess. My problem is if I clean my desk, I won't find anything. I mean, come on. I got hard drives, Raspberry Pi. Mini power suppressors, fans. Oh, get this, a VHS tape. Oh yeah, because that's always handy on my desk. Tape measure, because you always got to measure up to people. Let's see. And no, it's not a Sid lava lamp. I actually got that a long time ago, almost 20 years ago. In fact, it'll actually be turning off here by itself in a little bit. Let's see. Oh, Chris, you have the die cut one as well. And the sun hasn't faded one, but it's getting removed very soon. Oh yeah, for the windshield. Yeah, they're the decal, which is awesome. So, but yeah. So let's see. I want to look at something here. Yeah, get the wrap. Let's see. Hold on a second. I'm trying. I thought I saw a comment fly here. But Michelle, go ahead and do me a favor. Email me. See what I can do. If you're still here. If you're not, well, I guess you can't. What? You got rid of the Veloster? Dude. All the Accords are really nice too. That reminds me, I got to start looking for a car for my son. All right. I really do mean this every time I say this. I don't say this lightly. I do appreciate you guys. I really do appreciate everything you guys do for us. You know, sharing out the show and stuff like that. Make him build it. Oh yeah, he knows he's going to get the crappiest car in the world, and he and I are going to rebuild it. He and I know that for a fact. What kind of car does he want? As he put it, 4 wheels and a steering wheel. He's not picky. Nick is getting a new car this week. Oh, what's he doing with this Tahoe? Oh, the Honda Accord Hybrid Touring. Oh yeah, those I actually really like the styling of those. That's one. It's if I'm not mistaken, is that like one of the hatches? It's got it's like a 5-door sedan, if I'm not mistaken, Alex. Yeah. He just wants 4-wheel and a steering wheel. So I'm going to find the car that doesn't necessarily look the greatest, or maybe it needs some repair work, and that's what rockauto.com is for. You know, it's really nothing I can't fix in my garage. You don't have the find the ears neon sign in front of your house. Nah. No. I try to keep it real on the outside of the house. Anyone see the post of the dude that put his car in the house because it was worried it would blow away in the storm? It was a small hybrid thing. Oh, that's funny. I have a 2-car garage that currently has 3 cars in it. And if I didn't have so much crap, I could actually put my daughter's car in there too. I have 4 cars. I could have 4 of my cars in there. So, you still need the passenger mirror. Jeez, Jess, you got to come down to the Gusman garage. I can replace that darn mirror for you. Oi. Yeah, those 5-door hatch Accords. I like how they look. They're good looking, and even some of them, if I'm not mistaken, are all-wheel drive. Now, what I would really like up here for him is something that's all-wheel drive. 2 wheels and a handlebar. That's for you. Good. Yeah, that's cool. Around here, though, obviously he needs something that you can drive in the wintertime, but people around here don't respect motorcycles. It's a shame. So let's see. By the way, Jess, I can get that mirror for you. You know that, right? You're not allowed. You're not drive through. Yeah, you are going sometime before winter. We ought to get that on there for you, and I'll put it on. I know I got to paint it to match your car, but at least your car is black, so at least I can do that relatively easy in my shop. So, no, he will not. No, him driving stick. No. That's just no. Around here, the value of sticks are really low. Not to mention the replacement of a manual transmission on a front wheel drive car is very high. It's not something I can do easily in my garage. So I've been gone for 4 years. Yeah. So, but yeah, I got to do that for him. He wants something a little bit bigger than his sister's car. His sister, my daughter, she's got a little accent, and I can get in and out of the car, but it's like me getting in and out of a clown car. Once I'm in, I'm comfortable. Getting it out of the thing is a pain. Always hit my head, but yeah, Michelle, winter hitting the rims and stuff like that, getting screwed up by the roads. I've bent my share of aluminum wheels, and I just order them from Rock Auto replacements. They're refurbished replacements. They look brand new. And then I take the aluminum rim and I take it over to the recycling center and I get some money back for it. So let's see. Did it used to be that a manual is cheaper to repair than automatic? Used to be. Rear wheel drive, most vehicles, is a little bit cheaper. It's still labor intensive, but it's cheaper. It's just when you have to drop the whole frickin' engine and cradle and everything else to get to the transmission is when it's really, really a pain. It's just really hard to do in a garage. I could do almost anything in my garage, but it's just really, really pretty sad. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like I said, Michelle, no, I'm not talking to you. Could be up on the side. Okay. It's almost 10:30. I have solid steel rims from VW and they're specially made. So annoyed at Illinois. I try to stay out of that state as much as possible. Unfortunately, I have to cross the state to go see my daughter. That's the annoying part. Okay, I'm getting through the middle of a lane's a red light saw in my mirror and open the door. Long story short, you probably won't be doing that again anytime soon. Yeah, I hear you. Okay. So yeah, you guys want a swag giveaway. You know what? I will order some extra swag. I will do that. I will order some extra swag. I'll order some extra decals. I will order some extra buttons. I'll order decals and buttons. How's that? Decals and buttons? Give them out. I can do that. Decals and buttons. I'm not gonna order. I just submitted the order for some of the other stuff. I'm not gonna say what I ordered. Some of the other swag. It's gonna be great. It's cool. I'm looking forward to it. Jessica's been helping me a lot as my kind of my coordinator for some swag. So yeah, I don't want to sell swag. I really don't, and I'll tell you why. I don't want. I would rather give some things away for you guys to, just enjoy. I would rather have you guys do us the favor of sharing out the show, following us on Instagram, talking about us when people ask about what's your favorite podcast or this, that, and the other. I would almost rather have you guys just do that. Put a decal in the back of your car. If you want to buy some swag, I'm going to have some new shirts put up there in our store. Because here's also the other thing. It just makes it a little bit easier for me because if I'm giving something away, I don't, I ship things out once a week. I want you guys to feel appreciated. I want you guys to know that we appreciate you. And if I'm going to give out some swag, hey, that's great. You want to buy something, buy a shirt. I don't want you guys to think that we just want to sell you stuff. It's really what it comes down to it. As I said, we've got some great sponsors, and buy some stuff from them too. Buy some coffee if you need to. Rent a stroller. It's just one of those things. But really just kind of want to just say thank you. So we're gonna do that. I'll order some. I still got time before the meet. I'm gonna order some extra decals and stuff like that. And we'll figure it out. So, sound good? That's good. But Karen, I do appreciate your willingness to buy swag. Don't get me wrong. I really do appreciate that. That means a lot to me. So we'll definitely get that taken care of. Hold on one second. Give me one second. I apologize. Message came in. Hold on one more second. Okay, cool. Where is it? There you go. Does Kingdom Stroller do scooters? No, they don't. They do strollers. They do like bed rails, things like that. Well, John, will I be streaming time on stage at the event? Maybe. I haven't 100% decided. It's a little bit of a challenge to do that just because I have to carry so much equipment already. Randy, you just gave me an idea, by the way. Your comment saying you'll buy swag to support Give Kids the World. I've got an idea. Your comment there just triggered a thought and that inspired me. I will save it until I can write the details out. But I do appreciate that because that just made me think of something cool. But I'm going to try, John. I also know that the acoustics there stink. And last year, people were having a hard time hearing us. Also, I don't know how well the internet's going to work. Last year, we were pretty lucky, but there wasn't a whole lot of people there yet. And I requested a time slot on stage a little bit. Well, mostly it's in the middle of things. It's the second half of the event. And I did that so that we could actually have more people there while we're on stage. So I don't know how bad the internet's going to be. I'm just going to be really honest. We'll have to figure it out. If we are there and we do stream it, it may not be as good quality. So people are just have to kind of tolerate blockiness for a while. Kevin, you're saying you came up with a shirt design. Okay. If you'd like, email it to me. Let's take a look at it. If we use it, be more than happy to send you one on the house. Let's see. No, great. Now Randy and Chris are talking about burger places. It's exactly what I don't need right now. So I'm gonna get hungry. Yeah, Justin's like, I'm sure we can figure something out. Yeah, we'll figure something out. We're gonna have a great time there. Um, do want to try to. I do want to try to stream it. I really, really, really do. Yeah, the problem of it is that if I do a Facebook live stream, it's going to be difficult because you may not hear me too well. Oh, that place is nothing on Cops. Oh, yeah, Cops frozen custard. Oh, I found out to my daughter and future son-in-law. She's like, "Yeah, we went to Milwaukee for this, that, and the other, and then we went to Cops." I'm like, "Which one did you go to?" And they're like, "It's off of Silver Spring, I think." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, was there like a car dealer across the street?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I got to tell you something." She's like, "What?" I go, "That's the one that I used to always go to when I was at school." She was like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah." She was like, "Whoa." Oh, Cops. Closest thing to Cops is basically going to Culver's around here. Now I am hungry. Got a Cops Butterburger, small thing of chocolate custard, and a Sprecher root beer. Oh, Sprecher root beer. Oh, I tried those mini hot dogs at mini breaded hot dogs at Magic Kingdom. They are the bomb. Are you talking about? Are you talking about Casey's corn dog nuggets, or something else? I can't remember. I don't think I've seen those yet. Gosh, I know I'm gonna gain freaking 20 pounds while I'm out there. This coming up. Apologize for yawning. Corn dogs. Yeah, I can go for a corn dog. I still got some brats from yesterday. I'll probably heat one up really quick. We cooked up some brats and hot dogs and peppers and onions and mushrooms. Oh yeah. Yeah, Culver's is good. It really is honestly good. Boy. And I don't always get burgers. I sometimes even just get a salad from the. Sometimes my wife and I will split a triple cheeseburger. We'll split it. She'll get fries. I'll get a side salad. Oh yeah, that's good. And the cheese curds. Don't bother with the pretzel bites. They're okay, but they're nothing special. Cheese curds is where it goes. And yeah, Jessica. There's one thing I will say. Wisconsin is America's Dairyland, and it shows because it's got great cheese, milk, sausage. Oh yeah, 5 burgers. Or Five Guys. You know what? I wasn't impressed with Five Guys. I think I'd rather go to Culver's. I liked it. Don't get me wrong, but it was expensive. Really expensive. Karen, where are you talking about for like the burger stuff? Oh, Jess and I are talking about Culver's. So Culver's is not a nationwide chain yet. So don't you dare say FSU in here. Culver's cheeseburger is the first thing I ate after having Kinsley. Went over 36th hour of food. It's all you wanted. Oh yeah. Oh, and you got to get the cheese sauce. If you get the cheese sauce, so you can dip like your fries into it. Oh yeah, that's good. Good stuff. Yeah, I haven't had anything on there that isn't good. My son likes their patty melts. Also, they had a good Reuben, believe it or not. It's actually pretty good. I have tried Whataburger, and it was good. It was good. I went down to Dallas, and there was a Whataburger a couple doors down from the hotel. I'm like, I'm gonna go get myself a Whataburger. It was actually really pretty good. I enjoyed it. It was really good. I do love I love myself an In-N-Out burger, Kevin. I totally get that. In-N-Out. When I used to go out to California, a friend of mine introduced me to In-N-Out burger. I'm like, oh yeah, that's the bee's knees. I like myself a good In-N-Out burger. Yeah. Oh, that's rude. Okay, everybody, I'm check this out. I go to Culver's before I pick up Mason from school, get some ice cream, and then eat it before I pick him up so I don't have to share. You know, they had dollar waffle cones over the weekend, and one of the flavors of the day was like this lemon sugar cookie. Totally different. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I usually just take a bite from like everybody else's. I don't like get my own. I don't do well with a lot of sugar. So, oh yeah. Oh, file's done processing. Let me close that out. Save project. Nope, don't need to. Close that out. Take this, close that out. Don't save. Let's see. Quadcillies have Portillo's in 53rd. Now, Portillo's is fabulous. Let's just face it. Yeah, now you don't have to go out to Batavia, which is like a couple hours away for you at least. Yeah. But Rich, what you need now is an Aurelio's pizza. Simple as that. Aurelio's. My daughter keeps on telling me all these cool places to eat out there in the Quad Cities area. I just don't get a chance to go see her now. Oh, hot fudge peanut butter concrete mixers. Oh my god, dude, I'm like gaining weight just talking. You guys are bad for me. You guys are bad influences. Shame on you. Shame, shame, shame. Shame, 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 shame. Let's see. I'm trying to think what else. I like these after parties once in a while. I can't do this all the time. I'm actually kind of procrastinating, to be honest with you, because I really need to. Here's the thing. I try to go out to see my daughter, and she's actually coming in, not this weekend, but the following weekend. She's coming in. She is busy studying and doing her, getting ready to launch her career. And I need to give her that space. She is a very independent person. So, and I would totally respect that. She's coming in for my son's court of honor. He is becoming an Eagle Scout. Well, he is an Eagle Scout now. This is just the formal celebration for that, so to speak. And of course, what she's also doing, she's driving her car out here because I need to do maintenance on it. Because I am not having her spend $40 on an oil change out there. Let's see. Wait until I get to Food and Wine at Disney. Oh, I know. I'm looking forward to it. Really am. It's going to be interesting because I've had a few things at Food and Wine, but we're not, what's the best way of putting this? I've done things at Food and Wine, but not to this extent. And I'm sure I'm going to run into things that I don't care for. So, but you got to try it. How does anybody know if you don't like something unless you actually try it? When you're a little kid, you used to, mom makes you try to eat broccoli. I don't like broccoli. How do you know you don't like it if you've never even tried it? My mom was right. All right. I think on that note, I'm going to get out of here. But yeah, I got an idea. I'm going to get everybody some swag that wants it. Giving people a chance to maybe make a little small donation, a chance to win something really, really cool. I can't wait till it gets here to see how this company did it. And if they did it well this first time, I'm going to do it again to give it away one more time. I'm just going to let you know, a lot of the giveaways that we do, generally speaking, some things comes out of the, company's pocket, but a lot of things also come out of our own pocket. And I have no problem for that if it means that Give Kids the World is going to benefit from it. Yeah, it's time for bed. It's time to get some sleep. Guys, thanks a lot. I love you guys. Thank you for listening to me rant for the last 45 minutes. I always say I'm only going to do this for 10, 15 minutes. 45 minutes later. Go figure. Have a great one. We will talk to you on Thursday. So until we meet again, take care, guys.